Good morning. I'm just hitting the recording button. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jen Vickers. I am the tech trainer for three offices, one in Richmond, Kentucky, the Legacy, one in Dublin, Ohio, which is Realty Consultants, or Consultants Realty, and then one in Southern Indiana, which is Realty Consultants. I've been the tech trainer for 2.5 years now. And I'm also a full time real estate agent. I've been an agent for 16 years. So, gonna get that kind of in there. But today's regional class is regarding designs. And I just asked Heather what she's wanting to know. Is there anything specific that you want to make sure that I cover? If you don't mind, unmute yourself.
I'm looking to learn about email
About what?
email campaigns.
Okay. Well, this is designs. I mean, I can show you how to create a design in email, but campaigns as far as how you send them out.
Yeah, the white screen of death is what I found the last time I tried to do like a oh, I'm sorry. I meant a newsletter.
Gotcha. Okay. I can show you that. Anybody else want me to make sure what I touch upon?
Newsletters would be really helpful.
Okay. I will show you how you can create a flyer, how you can create a bifolds or trifolds. We've got a good group today. So, okay. Well, let me go in for those of you. Let me, wait a second. Share my screen. Okay. So, for those of you who are brand new and don't know how to get into Command, you will need to go into agent.kw.com and you will log in with your you will log in with your same MyKW credentials. You log in an email. And over on the left, the designs, as you can see, is the one that looks like a paintbrush. So this is what we're going into today. So when you go into designs, you'll see like the latest in your kind of designs that you've done in the past, and to create a new one, you can actually go into a past one and make any kind of updates that you want to make in it. But to create a new design, you click up here on the top right where it says Create Design. And just so y'all know, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask. I can't see the chat as I have my screen recording. So if you don't mind, just unmute yourself as you can. Or if somebody else, if you don't mind, if you can't talk and you had to chat, if y'all don't mind, somebody ask the question for them. So back to the Create Designs. Click Create Designs, and you can choose here, do you want to do an email, a social post, a print, or a video? For the emails, it can be like for the newsletters. You can do just sending out an email. Social can be on Facebook. It can be on Instagram, Twitter. Print is, like I said, you can do flyers, and you can also do a newsletter if you want to do a newsletter. You can do postcards and all. I'm going to start off doing the social because that's probably one that you may use the most. So click on social and click on here that says continue. And it will redirect you to what's called WeBrand. and you will see the templates that are originally created. And Keller Williams, they go in and they add different kinds of templates all the time. You can see under, if you want to promote your app, and you can hear the My App ones. If you want to know where your My App link is, back on the consumer side, let me go back real quick. Under the consumer, which is at the very bottom, and you click on here that says Site and App Settings. Click on URLs, and this is your app. So I'm going to go ahead and click on copy so that I can put that in that other one. So I'm going to go back to Designs, Create Design, Social, Continue. And under KW, you can see, like, do you want to create a postcard? Do you want a social square? Is a lot like Instagram does well for social squares. If you do the social wide is Instagram. You can do a flyer to promote your app. You can do, here's the bifolds. Let me go back. That must not be any under the bifolds. Let me click on something else. Of course, this is happening. Okay, so let's try something different. I am going to go to, when all in doubt, you can go into incognito mode or incognito window and log in this way. And what the incognito does, it kind of takes away all of the preconceived, like whenever you go into any place online, they will, your computer stores cookies and all. And so when you go into the new incognito window, so if you're having issues with command or any program, you can go into the incognito and it will like go do away with all of the preconceived. Let's try this again. Social. Go to my app. And so what I was saying was on the social squares, this will be great for Instagram and all. And so like you can click on any of these and you can change, like here's like tour your home, download my app. You can create any of these here, and you can add the app setting on there. Under the listings, you have a lot of that says like coming soon or for sale. You can do just listed, and just because I'm under a just listed doesn't mean that I have to do a just listed. Like if I like a design in here, I can decide to do like an open house for it. But I'm going to click here that says social wide because I do a lot on Facebook. And here are the ones that are formatted for Facebook. You can put a social square on Facebook, but it tends that these kind of fit into the Facebook by itself. But like I said, you can choose, like if you like this design right here that just says just listed and I want to use it for an open house instead, what you can do is you can click here that says on use, like this is the design that you want to use. And you can upload images if you want, but if you click on the picture and you want to click on that says the KWLS, you can pull up any listing. It doesn't have to be your listing. It could be any listing whatsoever. Does anybody have a listing that you want me to put in here? just to show how easy it is to. Is there an address in your all's location?
I'm showing a property tonight.
Okay.
Pull it up. I think it's 472 Lombard.
How do you
Lombard.
And what city is that in?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. Is it this one?
Yep, that's the one.
Okay, so what I'll do is click on select. So this is great. Like if you're a new agent and you are doing an open house for another agent, you can pull up their information and pull up the stuff. So let's say you can look through these pictures to see like which one that would be beneficial to make this as. So I want to use this first one. So when you hover over each of these pictures, you can see that you can add a plus sign. So this means that it will add the picture in addition to what's here. If this one that has like the replace image, or it has like a recycle, when you click on that, it will replace it with what's there. If I want to add, let's just say I want to add in this picture right here, I can add that in there. I can reduce it down and maybe like put it in the corner. So if there's another picture that you want to include in there, you can. To change the verbiage here, you can click here and you can like double click and just say like open house instead of just listed. I can change the font if I want to, so like I can highlight this. I can go up here and I can, if you don't like that font, here are all these different kinds of fonts that you can use. Let's see what this looks like. You can change any of this kind of information. If you don't know the price, over here on the left, you can see where it says listing details. You can add or replace, like for this 400,000, I can go over here to where it has the 159 and I can replace that. And I'll take out that USD for US dollars. For the logos, you will need to upload the logos. If you have a team, you can upload your team logos. You need to upload your office logos, and you would upload them by you would click on the image and click on the add to upload a logo. But actually, I wanted to go back to logos. But I want to replace it with this one right here. So I'm going to click on that and it will just replace, because it has a generic DBA. I want to add my team logo in here, so I want to go back to logos, and this time I want to do the transparent one because I want to add that up into the sky somewhere. And then I can go down here and do the change. I click on that, go back to the KWLS, and I can put in, here's the address right here that I want to replace the address with that. And it automatically uses the font that's already there. I can change the color up here. If I want to change it to like the blue to go with the sky. I can make it bold. Make it darker. Is there any questions about how to interact with any of this? I can add under the elements. I can add here, there are different kinds of like stuff, like if I want to put something in a circle, I can add that circle. I can add any of these kind of what they call elements. I've never really done that, but if I want to add text, I can, under the banners, you can see how these are in here, that if I like this right here, I can change the words. But if you like how this has like different kinds of fonts and different kinds of looks, you can add this instead of having this where it says open house. If I want to add that, take away this open house. Clicked off of it. And move this up here. Make it smaller. Then I can change this verbiage if I want to. Or that could be just something how I want to leave it. So this will continuously to save. It saves as up here where it says just listed is what the name of this is, and the next time you go into command under designs, this will be part of the ones that you'll say that's in there. But if I want to share it, I mean I can download it onto my downloads and then I can upload it into Facebook. On this share, I can share it to Facebook from here. Yesterday it was having an issue doing it, but you can see here what it looks like. Here's the link if you want to just do a copy and paste. Here's you can add it to Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. On this where here it says the project, you can change some of these things also. You can ask like who can view it. Like anyone can view it, anyone from KW can view it, or just a private design that you want to work with. Another thing is if you don't want to use an actual house here, if you go up here under the images and you click here that says workspace, there are a lot of workspace that you can choose from. So here, like, these are some images on the left that you can use at any time. So if you see an image in here that you like, you can, I had this highlighted, this picture highlighted, and I want to replace it with this one right here. Let me delete this one right here because I kind of overshadows it. Or I can, if I want to go back up to workspace, right here, I can click on, let's say, lifestyle at home. So it has more people in it. And all of there are tons here. And I don't remember which one it is, but one of these has, that we're going to use for like a back to school, that it looks like two girls walking down the street or down the sidewalk with backpacks on, that's walking away. I don't remember which one that it's under, but you can like search and look for it. But there are so many different kinds of designs in here that you can use. This one's cute. But under also the workspace, if I go back, you can also see like that they have holidays. So if you want to do like the Christmas one, that's primarily what this is, but they'll continue adding different ones also. I like animals, if you haven't noticed.
Jen, is there a feature on there to like type in something you might want to search?
I've not
For a
tried.
photo?
I don't see it.
Okay.
But that's a good idea of asking. I don't know.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Here's some with it. Going back, if I want to click back at home, I'm not going to save this. It's reloading the workspace. Hold on. Under the listings, you can see that they have here a listing presentation. So if you don't have a listing presentation, you can click here, and this is you can choose it as a booklet or a letter. So like A4, like the different size pages. So I want to click on and so there are 5 different ones that they have. So if you like, and they all have the same information in there, you just need to decide if you want, like, what kind of look do you want to use. So if I want to use this one right here, I can click on here. So right now, what you want to do, the ones that you want, these pages that you like, you click here that says add new page. And then you'll look down and say, like, do you want instructions? Do you want have one that has their information in there? So we want to add that one. And you would just go through and decide, like, what you want to share. And what do you want? Like, this talks about the neighborhoods. So if I want to add in a neighborhood, and it can include what's in the neighborhood, comparable properties. And you would just go through each of them of what you're wanting, and you can include it over. And so you can see down here I have 5 pages now in here. And so you can, like, scroll down to any of these. I don't know why that they have a blank in the first, but they do. But I want to take out this word template. I can add in here my information, my team logo. I can add in, let's see, I want to add in the team logo in here. I want to put in my information because I'm the one who's presenting it. I want to take out the word template. I want to probably add in, like, pull off, like, if I have a picture of their home, I will want to put their home in here. I can pull it up if it's, like, been listed before. I can pull it from the MLS. You can pull it from the PVA or anything like that. You can add in here a text that I want to add in, like a body text, to put in here to add my information in there. Jennifer Vickers, KW Legacy Group, 989340008. But I can add in, and if I want to make it smaller, I can change the color of this. I can go to page 2. I can add in, like, who's this going to be for? Say, gonna go to Bedrock. I'm gonna sell some property there. I can change here. If I don't want to have my information on the front, this automatically has the information here that I can go in here, change my picture for there. I can change all this information and put my information in there. Go into this second page, or this third page. I can change this by clicking on the KWLS, and up here where it says snapshots, I can click here. I can choose the neighborhood. Let's just say, what's in here? If the neighborhood is in there, let's see, South Point, Richmond, Kentucky. You can see that this neighborhood's in here. I would click on that, and it's going to generate this automatically.
I have sent so many tickets to support to try
For
to
this?
get. I have it worked like once for me, and then it just stopped working.
Yeah, it's not pulling this up. It's a great feature when it does work.
Yeah, I've sent a ton of tickets and I never get any response. So I don't know what's up with that.
What office are you in?
Classic Properties, in Columbus,
Okay.
Ohio.
Have you talked to Rachel about that?
That's not our office. I actually used to
Oh,
be
she's with
the
Capital Partners. Who's your MCTT? If you send it to your tech trainer, they can escalate it. But looks like that I can do it also from this point. But you can put in here, like, you can change the name of the, but what would do is it would pull it up and you would just click on the replace, and it will replace that with this one, or this with that one. And then continuing on, you can add in different properties here. And if they are already like listed properties, you can choose it from the KWLS. All that information. But any questions on this? You can order the print, or you can download it and you can print it from your computer. But if you have like a print service that you use, this will talk about how to like download and make it a PDF for myself. I can resize the design available for the order print, or I can explore templates available for the print order. So, but this is what I typically do. I download and I just print it myself for this situation. Anybody want me to go over this part again before I go on to the next one?
I have a question.
Okay.
Is this specific to Facebook, or did you kind of segue into a print project?
Well, I segued it into it.
Okay.
I was just showing you when I was going down. Let me go back to don't save. When I was going down the list, I came up to the listing presentation. You can choose the listing presentation. Of course, is going to be print versus because they're all just print. It's not on the computer. Not on Facebook.
Are you saying you may have inadvertently
inadvertently what?
I can't hear anything. Can anyone else hear anything?
Can you?
I hear you fine, Jen.
Okay.
I'm good. I can hear.
Yeah. Do you all mind somebody putting in the chat that maybe she's having issues hearing me? Thank you, Diane. Under the buyers, you can see that there is also a buyer presentation that you can do the same situation, and it kind of goes over like the steps of
Hello?
what a buyer can use. Courtney, I'm sorry you can't hear me. Is somebody putting in the chat? So anyway, these are like steps that you would use for like if you have like especially a new first-time home buyer. These are great guides that you can walk them through to give them an idea of what it takes to build. And just as an example, just when you click on the use, You can see where it has like a buyer consultation. You can talk about like have their information in there, the table of contents of it, a sound decision of making a purchase of the home, talk about how their needs come first, building a preference profile of like the kind of homes that they're looking for, your home wish list, different ways that you want to look at it. So you don't want to put all of those in there, but if you like one design over another, but all the information is about the same in there. Your neighborhood preference, getting to know the neighborhood, map your move, and so it goes on and on. How home buying works, financing your future. So it has a lot of good information in here. That you can share, like I said, especially for first-time home buyers. If you don't have a buyer's consultation or presentation, this is an awesome one to look at. Going down here as you keep going, under the professional services, if you are part of like a luxury group, you can, these are different kind of looks that you can use if you're part of the luxury group. Under the collections, they are constantly doing new designs. So right now, probably within the next week or so, we'll probably start seeing Memorial Day, or I'm sorry, Labor Day designs. You may see back to school designs, but you can see as you're like scrolling down here some of the past ones where you can see that says Happy 4th. You can use any of these. All you have to do is just pull these up, pop in your logo, like your business logo. You can pop in your picture in here, but if this is something that you want to send out, like for the Cinco de Mayo for May 5th, you can add something in there, and then you can have whatever blurb that you want to talk about. Hope you're having a great Cinco de Mayo, have a margarita for me. But they are constantly adding stuff in here. They are also, you can see here under the new designs, they have a quarterly magazine that they have. And so the third quarter magazine is in here. I'm teaching tomorrow at the Columbus office in Dublin, specifically on how to create your own. But what you would do is you click here, it says use. And it already has it all mapped out of what you want to do. You can, again, you can go in and you can change any of this, but a lot of this, just so that you can see, let me add, it has the information already in here. So you can put in like your team name here, but just so that you can see, and let me increase this already. They have this created so that you don't have to do anything. Let me scroll down, because it's talking about summer is here and the housing market. So I mean, you don't have to do anything on here unless you want to. All you need to do is make some changes, and send. You can either send it to a printer, you can send it out to actually do like a hardbound kind of magazine, or you can do a print, or you can even just, when you do order print, you can have a link. So I mean, when you click on order print, you can choose like the thickness of it all, that it can show you how much it's going to cost you. You can review of what it's going to look like, and then click on finalize. So click to continue. To review, this is what it's going to look like. Make sure like the bleed lines are good, and this will show you like what the bleed lines are. I can download it, PDF proof, so I can look at it before it gets sent out. I'll click here, it says agree to terms and conditions, and then go ahead and finalize the print. But if you want, instead of doing all of that, if you click on download, I can download it as a PDF and print it myself and make the hard copies and bind it myself. I can either, depending on how I want to do it, I can bind it that way, or if I want to click on share, I have this link. So if I want to send it in an email, I can send it with this link. Or I can send it, put it in a, I can put it in a social media. I can put it in Facebook. This link is saying, like, here's my quarterly magazine, and that way that they can scroll through it. Me personally, if I got the hard copy, I probably won't read it, because when I receive stuff in the mail, I don't look at magazines very much, but I will look at it online. So this is what I would do, like send it through via email. Different people like different things. Courtney, can you hear me now? I can't see what she's saying.
I sent Courtney a direct message asking if she can hear us now.
Thank you, Joe. Any questions about this quarterly magazine before I go on to other stuff? Okay. Another thing to let you know that you can do over here, under the business basics, I can create a business card. I can create an email signature, which I have done. I need to update mine. But you can put, this is what mine looks like. I put my I change my picture in here. I can put my name here, realtor, if I want to put my license number. But where I have license number, I put in there what all that I'm involved in. That I'm the tech director, realtor, tech director. I put my office information. I added in my logo. In fact, let's see. It's going to ask me, do I need to move out of my site? I'll show you later about what mine looks like. But I've gone into the logos. I've replaced the logos. I've added this logo in here. And then you can choose here that says download my app. That right here I've already, I believe if it's still kept it, where it has download my app here, I did a copy and I can just do a paste, paste there, and that way anybody that gets my email will get, there you go, will get this link to click on my app. Put my website in here, Jennifer Vickers MVP.kw.com. You can leave all of this information over here, which is like legal stuff that doesn't hurt anything to have that in there. And so all I would need to do is click on here, like, because it automatically saves as I go. But if I want to download it, it will download as a PDF, and then when I open up my email, it will automatically, I can add it at the bottom, and that way that each email that I send out, instead of having my name, I have all of this information, this little box at the bottom. Like I said, I need to go back and update the one that I have. Joe, did you hear back from Courtney?
I did. She said she was leaving training because she couldn't get it figured out, so it was too frustrating.
I'm sorry. But thank you. Under here at the very bottom, the last one says pivot shift ahead. That this will have a lot of new stuff also. But one thing that I use under the meeting background, is that if you want to change your Zoom background to have this as your background, this is here. I use this one right here. Let me stop share and change mine so that you can see what it looks like. But I use this one a lot. Can you all see? Wait a minute. Can you see my background now?
Yes.
Okay. So I used this one right here, and I added in our team picture and then my team logo in here. I also have all of these others that I can use as options. So I probably will use this bottom one with the computer more often, but I really like the one that I'm using. I use more often than any of them. Also in the under the pivot shift ahead, they also have, I'm trying to find out somewhere down here. We use this one right here, how's the market, where each week we go into the MLS and we have in here where you can look up, and it says here, let me pull up the used, that you can have in there like how many new listings. I changed, it says how's the market. Ours says Monday morning market. Let me go back. Let me go to mine. That way that you can see. We changed that picture a little bit. But this is the one that we used this week. Monday market update. And then in our area, in our MLS, there were 51 in Madison County, 51 new listings, 52 new contracts, and 42 closings. We changed the logo, we added our logo, and then we have in here like what day it was updated and where it was taken from. And so each week what we're going to do is we're going to take this picture, and then we'll go into, like, we can use some of our pictures that we have, or we can use any of these pictures here that we want to use. And just make you the, if you're in Flex, I have it so that you can create like a hot sheet, and you can automatically see what, just at a blink of an eye. You don't have to do any searches or anything like that. I don't know who, and I'm sure other MLSs will have other features too that you can do that. But you can just like quickly look at the hot sheets to see like how many new listings you have, how many new contracts, and how many closings, and then just change your picture each week or each month, or whatever market that you want to do. And what we do is we download it and then we upload it onto our business page. Now, I will say one thing that I have learned, just as a note, that if you, when you share stuff to your business page, wait about an hour or so to share it onto your personal page, because if you share it immediately, whoever is going on to, like, if whoever's friends with you for both your business page and your personal, if you share it immediately onto your onto your personal, when they are looking through the feeds, they're going to see the two right there together. If you wait about an hour or so and then share it to your personal page, if the same person sees it, they may think that they're seeing it again instead of seeing it from two different sources. Does that make sense? I've always thought that was a really good suggestion.
Yes.
But here's some of the stuff that I have used. they had this kids activity book, and I don't know where it is now. They have this one right now, but this kids activity book was a nice one. I'm hoping that they bring that one back. But it has in there a dot to dot, it has a maze, it has a word find, it has places where they can color, that they can draw what their house looks like. And we've printed off several of these, and when I had an open house, I would take some of these with some crayons, or like a listing presentation or a closing that you can take, and I have our information in here. So what parent doesn't want to keep information, you know, or something that their kids have created, and your information's all over it. So hopefully I'll see that back. But here's like one of the ones that that they created. This Spring Forward one is one that they did for. They're going to be a fallback one coming up. But I have used, like right here is one that I created just to talk about one of my classes. So any of these doesn't necessarily have to be real estate. You can make it for anything you want. I created, as you saw, going into, like, whenever you click on one, I created, let me just click on one real quick. Go listings. The one thing that I did was like I clicked, and when you go to pictures, you saw like a family up here that I used designs to help out with a Christmas card one year. So I included this as a Christmas card. I would put up here like Merry Christmas. So it doesn't necessarily have to be strictly used for just because I'm in a just listed. Like I said, it does not have to be a just listed. Here I changed that. I put here, it says Merry Christmas. Take all this out from Brandy, Max, Chris, and Jen. So my computer's a little slow today. To do emails, let me go back to create a new. I need to go way back. Almost there. Because I don't, let me create a new workspace, maybe that'll work. Nope, that's not what I want to do.
I typically just open a new tab.
Yeah, I'm about to. Let's go. I'm gonna do that. go to designs. I'm going to create a design, and I'll choose email and click on continue. And so they have in here already pre-populated templates. You can choose what kind, and there's 73 templates that they have in here that you can choose, and all you need to do is click on more, add more, to see all the different kind of, kind of curious what those chill your bills are. let's click on and see. So I'll click on it and click on next. So in here, it already has, let me move this up out of the way. It has here already something that you want to put in here, or you can change any of this. So if you want to do an already populated one, you can go in here, you can make whatever changes by, you can click on add a new, if I want to add a new image, if I want to change this image, I can click here, this edit button, and I can like upload and replace it. If I want to add a new image, I can click here, and you can see like when you can see where the green line is. This is where that image is going to go. So if I want to do like one right below that, it's going to ask me, what do I want to do with it? So do I want to do what some of my listing images, so I can put in the property address. If I have an image on my computer, like if I want to add in 429 Streamland, so this is the one that I have. I can click on that. I can choose which picture I want to use. And you can see here, and I can resize it if I want by clicking on this edit, and I can resize it down here to see, do I want to do, is it 400 by 600? No, 600 by 400. Then save. That will reduce it. You can see up here where you click on the eye, you can see what the email will look like. You can see that where it had the placeholders, it'll have your information in here, and this information is pulled from your white pages. So I need to add in here what my app is. I need to change some of this information in my white pages. My role has changed. I used to be the assistant productivity coach, but it has all the other information in here also, and it has up at the top my logo. You can see here up at the top, you can see where it has, this is what it will look like on the computer. This will be like what it will look like on a tablet, and what it will look like on a phone. So when somebody sees it on the phone.
Can you go to the newsletter, one of the newsletter templates?
Mm-hmm. Go out of this. So under the designs, create a design, email, continue. That I can create a new one on my own here. I mean, all of these, like, these are pre-populated. You want me, you say you want me to go into the newsletter one? I'll do newsletter A. Click on next. This one I can change here what I want it to say, and so it's more of a generic, not pre-populated. So here I can add in, if I want to add in a button, like this link copy, I can like click on here, click on edit, and I can, what do I want it to link to? Do I link it to a landing page, a merge tag, a web address?
What is a merge tag?
Good question. Let's see. If I want to click on merge tag, here's like somebody's first name, last name, anything regarding that they will receive. So if I want to do like their first name, I don't know why you would want that, but you can have it click on there, or you can, I pretty much do like a landing page or a web address to send them like to my website. I can send it at, make the web address, I can make it my link. So I want to name the button my app and click on save. So when I look at it now, this will have, I should have said my app on here. Let me try it again. Didn't save it. Let's see, my app. Get down to the bottom. But yeah, it should say my app there now.
This is a problem I was having when I was trying to create a newsletter, and I just like, I just felt
Actually,
like
here's the download my app one, so I didn't need it to do that, but yeah. But where it has, these are the merge fields right here, so that it automatically puts it in there. But if I want, I can go in here, I can, if I have it already pre-printed someplace else, I can do a copy and go in here and paste wherever, if I want to pull it from someplace and paste it on here. If I want to add an image again, I can add anything, event blocks, a video, a listing block. So if I want to add in a listing block to highlight one of my new listings, there it is, the listing blocks right here. So I can go in here and say like, okay, what listing do I want? Select a listing, 429 Streamland, Danville, Kentucky. Actually, I want to use this photo instead. So select. Address line 1, put in all the information about it. Link to, I can put another web address in there, like I can connect up to my website, look it up, put that in there. It already has in there the price, the square foot, and all that. So I'm going to do save. Let me go back and see what it's going to look like. And that picture should show up here. It should have the address line, names, and information in there.
So is it, why, I've been having a hard time with this. That's why I signed in today to try to learn how to do this newsletter, because I haven't had much success with it. Is it like I can see you're saving and the information isn't actually saving? Is that like an user error, or is that something just going wrong with command, or what's going on with that?
It must be, they must be working on it. I've not heard of any glitches on it, so I can double check to make sure, and we can get back to you. I'm going to send this off to technical support also, just hopefully that they will get it going. But it looks like that they must be working on it. Or there might be a glitch in here that I've not been notified yet. How long have you had that issue?
It's been a couple of weeks, and I figured I was doing something wrong, so I was like, well, I'll just wait and I'll do the training. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but maybe it's not. Maybe it wasn't me.
Are you the Janice that used to be a tech trainer?
Yes.
I was like, your name looks so familiar.
Yeah.
So,
But now I'm an agent, and yeah, so we don't really have a tech trainer to
gotcha.
send tickets to and to
Well,
escalate tickets anymore.
If you want, if you email me, let me put let me find the chat. My email. And I can send it, and send me your tech or your number, your
My ticket number.
Yeah, and I can try to escalate it for you.
Awesome, thank you. That's so helpful. I appreciate that.
Not a problem. I'm here to help. But yeah, send me whatever that you can. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one myself. But since you've already had it done for like a couple weeks, that we can escalate it. For me, if I do a new ticket, I would have to wait a few days, before I can escalate it. But since you've already done that ticket.
Oh no, I didn't create a ticket for this. I just figured I was doing something wrong, and I'd wait for the training.
Gotcha.
I created a ticket for the snapshot thing, but
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I can escalate that too, but I'm gonna do a video showing this and do it all. Is there anything else that I did not touch upon that somebody wants me to look at before we go? Any other questions or?
So the issue you were having trying to do the newsletter, that's on their end.
It looks like it. I'm gonna check and see on it. But okay, well, it's great seeing you all. My email's in there if anybody has any questions. Or Diane, did you get the recording from last week? And those checklists?
I did. That was really helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Well, have a great week. Our next training is, I don't know what they're doing tomorrow, but it's going to be at 10 o'clock. There's going to be another regional training again tomorrow.
Hey, Jennifer, can I ask you a question from yesterday? So yesterday there wasn't a training because there was a conflict or something. It said,
Okay.
were you on yesterday? Were you supposed to do yesterday's?